Welcome everyone back to another episode of Parkinson's Coast to Coast with your host Glenn down below here and me, George, Sharon's son. From Hawaii to Florida, Parkinson's awareness worldwide is very important to us all. That's what this cause is. That's what brings us all together, really like a family. And really, I wouldn't be able to get through some of the tougher days without a good friend like Glenn in my life. And I had the honor to meet him, his family, and hopefully there'll be many more of those to come. But I want to say, welcome back, Glenn, the president of the Hawaii Parkinson's Association. I urge everyone listening, please share the show. Please support the Hawaii Parkinson's Association. And today we have somebody very special to me and to Glenn, but also extremely exciting. The only thing we can't bring to you today is him flying through the road in his bike. But I want to throw the show fast to Glenn to introduce our incredible guest today.
All right. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Parkinson's Coast to Coast. It's a very privilege and an honor to introduce our guest today. His name is Kevin Mokuahi. Kevin's been a brother to me. He's a great friend and a Parkinson warrior, like how I aspire to be, truly aspire to be. Kevin's been diagnosed for I think 12 years now. 17 years. 17 years, Kevin?
Almost 12.
Almost 12 years. Okay, I knew it was somewhere around there. And he's a noted former tattoo artist, retired tattoo artist, son of a legendary beach boy in Waikiki, also the younger brother of a legendary wrestler named Sammy Steamboat Mokuahi. But he's made his own name for himself. In his life as a tattoo artist and also as a Parkinson's warrior and advocate. Uh, Most recently, last year, he did the Race to the Sun cycle race up Haleakala, not down Haleakala. Anybody can go down Haleakala, but he went up Haleakala, 33 miles from Paia to all the way to the summit of Haleakala, 10,000 feet up. And I was there to witness every mile, every foot of his journey. So Kevin, welcome to the show, and great to have you here.
Thank you for having me, both of you. George, yeah, it's a pleasure. I've watched you on Instagram and seen a lot of what you do, and yeah, it's amazing. And Glenn, one thing you left out of that is that the last 4 minutes and 41 seconds of my climb at 10,000 feet, you ran alongside of me, videotaping the whole thing, running at 10,000 feet. So let's not, that's no easy feat either. So yeah,
I
yeah.
would have been right by his side, passing out next to you. So,
Yeah, what an inspiration he was. He was at every turn, every corner, yelling, it was unbelievable. I even look back on it now and I'm like, wow, that was me. Like,
mhm. I really love these shows, not because it's our show, but because I meet so many incredible people who have known each other for some time but never got the opportunity to meet. Now I'm learning more. It's beautiful. I actually don't have any tattoos, but I had some dreams that I had one. And if I had one, it would literally only be the Parkinson's tulip
yeah.
what I had together for Sharon and my mother on it. So someday, never know if I come to Hawaii, I'll be coming to you. But congratulations on all your accomplishments. But something that inspires me on tough days when I've had several surgeries myself and kind of want to give up, but see you out there fighting and doing some incredible things worldwide makes me know that I have to keep fighting till there's a cure. What kind of is inside, the inner voice that tells you to never give up while you're going through these tough obstacles that I guarantee most of the world can't accomplish? But that's why we need true leaders like yourself to push through to make it to the end line with Glenn, because I feel even if we reach one person today, you've now changed their life for the better forever.
Yeah, that's how I look at it too. I don't look at trying to touch everybody. One person. I did a metric century ride a few years ago, and that was on the news. And while I was at the metric century ride, two guys came to me separately and said they had just been diagnosed with Parkinson's, and I saw you on TV. They both said it different times, but I saw you on TV, and you're the reason why I started cycling. And to me, that would have been, that's it. I'm good. Like, like I touched two people, and they're like now, on their way to pushing this disease back. And that's what keeps me going is, I've been a fighter my whole life, and in more ways than just physical and whatever, just fighting and childhood and stuff like that. But, I went through my depression. I went through all of and I recommend this highly to mourn. When you're first diagnosed, you need to go through it all and get it done. And some people it's faster than others. Some people it took me a year to go through it, where I was literally uh, the words of my neurologist at the time kept ringing in my ears, and she said, "You're going to need to slow down, and with your activities and the things that you do." And I did for a year, and then after that, after going through all that, I basically one morning was like, what are you doing? You need to fight, and you can do these things. And so I just continued, and then it just started to snowball. I started writing more again, and then now every single one of my neurologists say the same thing, like, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. The mental part of it is that I literally don't live in this disease 24/7. I live with the disease 24/7, and I'm fighting 24/7, but I don't live with it, meaning like I don't live in it. Like, um, it is what it is. And days I wake up, I'm like, okay, cool. I can do this. I can do that. It's not there's never a day where I can't. Even when I'm going through apathy days, 4 days straight of apathy, and I'm laying there, it's like I wake up, I make my bed, I lay back down in the bed, I did something. So that's why my thing is, what is your mountain? It's not as big, Haleakala was just the whatever, it was the symbol of what your mountain is, and whatever your mountain is, whether that's walking around the block, getting out of bed and making your bed. I mean, if it's that simple and that's your mountain and you accomplished it that day, then you're good. And so that's how it's just, and then when you do that, you continually do that. And then it goes to then it's more and more and more. And then you continue to try new things, do new things. I mean, the biking thing, I was born and raised on a bike basically, and in the water, in the ocean. My dad, famous beach boy, whatever, blah, blah. But I lived a part of my life, my younger years, in Southern California. So I was on a bicycle from the time I was 6, started racing BMX at like 12, and then motocross later on, and then road cycling, mountain biking. I mean, it's all been two wheels. Harleys, I've had a few of those in my lifetime. Um, those are these are the things that I say to everyone: whatever your thing is, do it.
I can't even ride a bike, so that's it.
Well, even you know what? It's not even that. It's just whatever your thing is, right? Whatever it is. Glenn's is playing baseball.
Yeah.
Softball. Like, I mean, to go to a Dodger camp
Mhm.
and get a base hit at a Dodger camp, and then later on tell everybody you have Parkinson's. Like, what? That's incredible in itself.
I picked the wrong sport because I'm basketball and I'm too old and I'm falling. I'm still playing. I'm falling apart. But I do,
Well,
I'm surprised that the first neurologist, then I want to throw it to Glenn, but the surprise because they said that, to slow down because as we know, unfortunately, as of today, 5, 18, 20, 25, there's not a cure, but science research and a lot of writing and my own research shows, obviously you both know, sports exercise can slow and does slow the progression of Parkinson's. So to me, every day you're doing that and every day Glenn's training, it's actually helping you. Plus, it's telling the world they need to get going too instead of taking a break for a year. That's not a, I don't know, now I wonder what that neurologist is saying today, but I'm glad you found others that did encourage it. So thank you for
actually, I'm back seeing that same neurologist again. I just started seeing her. She specializes in Parkinson's, and we had that discussion when I went to see her this last time.
We have a
And
book coming out. We
she
might need to,
huh?
we have a book coming out on sports and slowing the progression. You might need to hand her a copy.
No, she apologized for that, and she's like she's learned a lot more. Um, and she's a very, very good neurologist. At the time, 12 years ago, it wasn't as common as it was now to say get out and do stuff, right? 12 years ago, it was a little different. I actually saw a little clip on YouTube of a Canadian doctor showing what cycling on a stationary bicycle could do for you. That's what encouraged me. That's what said, like, whoa, wait a minute, hang on a second, And the more that I did it, the more that I could tell. Like, I literally can get on a stationary bike when I'm shaking. And then it takes about 30 minutes to 45 minutes or so for everything to start kicking in, high intensity, the adrenaline kicks in, the endorphins kick in, and then the natural dopamine door opens up. And then I've gotten off the bike and my hands are like, I can hold them steady. So, I mean, it's definitely proven now, right? Movement is medicine. But there still has to be some intensity towards it. So there has to be hand-eye coordination is great. And teaching them, like I watched Glenn doing, is really good. I do that too as well. Rubber bands to strengthen, your muscles and things like that from atrophy. So I just got prescribed a new drug because I don't like I'm one of the people that I would rather shake than take levodopa carbidopa and then have uh um uh dyskinesia. So I'd rather have the I'd rather be I'm okay with the shaking. So
I appreciate you sharing that. And again, I'm learning a lot every day, and I'm going to throw it to Glenn to see if he has a follow-up question.
Hey, Kevin, I was there when you did Hale Akala, and I saw every minute of it, like I said. But walk me through the process of going up the mountain. Did you at any point ever think that did you ever think about Parkinson's at any point, or was it just focusing on your journey up the mountain?
oh yeah, it was the whole day was just like uh I was literally I felt like I was pedaling for the millions that have Parkinson's. And at not one minute did it ever cross my mind to quit or stop. I had two quick stops, and that was just clothes change. That was it. I mean, less than 30 seconds, literally, I think, right? So, yeah, it was on my mind the whole time. But at the same time, uh, so is breathing. So, but the crew that I had was just, you guys were just so awesome. You guys were perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better crew. I mean, everyone was just on it, you know, and Dan Burris, all the way to my son, you know, like I mean, Dan on the road was just. I think he was the best person that could have been there at that time, you know, and that time everything just clicked, you know, and we all know how this disease is. Like I said to my crew the night before, I said, "Hey, I'm good. I feel good. I've eaten well. You guys have taken care of me. We're good to go. But just know that tomorrow, if this disease chooses to do what it does, we may not have a day on the mountain tomorrow." And that was just a reality check for everybody to know that, like, and I know people have said it to you, they say it to me all the time, you don't look like you have Parkinson's. um but it's a reality check to let everyone know, like, oh wow, yeah, that's right, okay, okay, we got to ready ourselves for if he wakes up and then it's just doing its thing. You know, what are the steps that I'm going to do to try to pull myself to a point where I can actually try to at least begin the race, right? So yeah, I was definitely thinking about it. I I was sitting in on the floor and I had all my meds laying in front of me, and Dan says, "You need to post that." And I was like, "What? I don't want to post all these." I had like 10 different meds, but like two, you know, two bottles for the same med. So it looked like there was just a ton. And he said, "No, you need to post that. You need to let people know that, like, hey, look, this is the reality of what you're doing." And so I did, and it was, yeah. But yes, I did definitely thinking about everybody. And even when I'm doing now, even what I'm doing now, even on the BMX bike, and then it's not, hey, look what I can do. It's, hey, look what you might be able to do. Or if I'm doing this, you could probably be doing something. So it's not really a boast of what I can do, and I really want to make that clear. Like, yes, I love it. Yes, I'm having fun. I'm jumping bigger jumps on my BMX bike than I ever have my whole life. So, um,
Now I'm
you
going to
know,
be worried about your safety.
I am. I'm worried about it. You know, I just bruised a rib when I crashed the other day. I'm not sure if you saw that in my stories, but it was a bad crash and it hurt. And but I wear a helmet, and I'm worried about it. But at the same time, like, tomorrow's not promised, George.
Yeah. Well, that actually leads me to the next area of the show, and we like to also make sure everybody out there listening can support all that Kevin does. So on his Instagram, which I follow religiously, it's just ride underscore Hawaii. I'll add it to the notes so no one has to write it down, but I recommend to like, share, and you'll see some incredible inspirational things happening and some famous individuals like Glen right there. So on the show, again, we try to just share, and you can see a lot of the good, the bad, and the ugly from Kevin, and that looked like that would have hurt me. And some of the incredible, things I like to talk about, which we might not have the time. But one thing also I noticed when I was doing research for the show is how much of the media you've been able to reach. So here's an article I found. Beautiful photo. Looks like good cover page for your Instagram. Also, another one I found on your cycling, and it's just inspiring to see how you reach the world because in my experience, Glenn, probably too, it's not always easy to get the media's attention. Sometimes through the work you're doing, through the racing and sports, it definitely brings a lot more attention than I can ever bring. So this is so important. And here's some more. I'm not attempting. Don't try these at home, every children, everyone watching. But this is again a great area and page to where I met Kevin, and I do hope everyone will follow. We want to get this up to 1 million, and I'm not joking. So, till then, we continue to fight on together. And again, please go to support Kevin at Just Ride underscore Hawaii. As we conclude today, I still believe I'm going to throw it back again to Glenn for another follow up, and then I'll finish up. But it's After the show, I always joke and say after the lights, camera, and paparazzi leave today, the show has to continue on. So we hope everyone will share it. Hope you enjoy it. If you have guests that are interested in sharing their journey worldwide, feel free to reach out to Glenn or myself. We have to keep advocating. We have to keep this awareness up until there's a cure. But until that day comes, we have fighters and warriors like Glenn and also, of course, our guest Kevin out there doing some very special and beautiful things that we need the world to know. So I'm going to send it back to my co-host Glenn for final follow-up.
So Kevin, what's next for you? What's your next mountain that you think you're gonna be able to conquer?
Uh, I'm shooting for a really big BMX national. We don't have a BMX track here in Hawaii anymore.
Hmm.
So all the stuff that I've been doing is just really leading up to it. One of my best friends just got a gate, a BMX gate. I'm not sure if anyone's familiar with BMX racing, but it is in the Olympics. But yeah, we're gonna attempt. I have a team slowly putting a team together for that. We're going to be going to Oregon, Washington, actually, and it's called the Lumberjack Nationals. It's August 23rd, 23, 24, 25. And yeah, I'll be racing obviously in my own age group. There is, believe it or not, there are guys that are like in their 60s and 70s racing BMX bikes. So
Is that this year?
that's this year.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing that in August. So that's the next mountain.
Thanks.
Nice.
Yeah, as we wrap up, I just had one more question, kind of two-part. What's the training like for that now, knowing that you're going out there in August? Number two, we need you in South Florida. Number three, is there a song? I don't know if you're probably not allowed to have music, but is there like kind of in your head a song that, when you're getting up that mountain and you want to give up, that you kind of have going through your head to keep fighting? Like, is there some theme song to all this that you really inspires you? Maybe you play it right before you go into the race? Ain't no,
No,
ain't
not
no mountain
really.
high
I
enough.
think, what's that?
Ain't no mountain high enough. That's
No. There's not really music that I listen to. It's more people. Muhammad Ali, Michael J. Fox, Davis Finney. I mean, those are my inspirations. I think about those, but at the same time, there are people that I follow on Instagram. PD family, for instance, she is just amazing, and you know, uh,
yeah, she's been on my show. She's all really nice.
yeah, she's just amazing. She's very knowledgeable. I love watching her do her thing. Um, Obviously Jimmy Cho. Like, I mean, uh, there are people that are out there that people don't this community don't know about that are doing amazing things. Those are my inspirations. Glenn's an inspiration to me. Like, um, and you don't even have to be doing anything crazy. It's like, um, yeah, just there's another. What's her name? Is it Spazzy Jazzy? I think is her Instagram handle, and she's like always shaking all around the place and stuff, but she does weightlifting. She's incredible, and like those are my inspirations. That's the thing that keeps me. I think about those things and those people, and I go, wow, I'm really blessed to be able to do what I'm doing still with this disease. So I'm going to be doing it as long as I possibly can, and hopefully it like you said, right, George, if it touches one person, then we did our jobs today. So um yeah.
Well, I appreciate it and your time, but also remember you inspire so many like me. So I would have given up probably a while ago if I didn't look to this beautiful family around the world, from Hawaii to Florida to Canada to UK. Everybody is in this together, and that's the nice thing about this Parkinson's community is there's no real competition because we all want literally the same thing, just to end this.
Yeah, I'm in tears watching some of the stuff that I see some of these people do. Like I'm literally like, wow, when I watched uh and I can't think of her name, but PD family. She did the CrossFit thing or whatever.
Mhm.
I'm not. Did you see that when she did that?
Yeah.
When she
Yeah.
came across
Yeah.
the finish line and all the lights went off, and there was like all these people, thousands of people around her and everything. Like I literally cried. Like that was, that's the stuff. That's the stuff.
Well, I really appreciate your time. I don't know if Glenn wanted to wrap the show up or had any final questions.
No, I just want to say thank you, Kevin, for sharing your manao and your voice and everything and yeah, just want to say I love you, brother, and keep it up and keep being an inspiration for me and for everybody with Parkinson's around the world.
Thank you both. Love you guys. Love you, Glenn. You know that. You're my brother, and we're just two local guys that have Parkinson's, and we're
Yeah,
just trying to get the word out and let people
yeah,
know that this disease it's okay to say that you have this disease.
yeah, yeah,
A lot of people try to hide it, especially the Hawaiian culture. We're a very proud culture. So, for Glenn and I, our goal is to be able to let these other Hawaiians that are hiding it because they're too proud or whatever it might be, that it's okay. It's okay.
yeah. And we're doing a great job with that. I've noticed it a lot more. There's a lot more Native Hawaiians, a lot more Asian people like me that are acknowledging that their condition here in Hawaii, and we just need everybody to be on board with it and just know that it's okay. It's okay to acknowledge that you have Parkinson's.
Yeah, and I think that's what this show is about. Awareness. That's all we want. We don't want, obviously I want funding for Hawaii Parkinson's Association, but it's not why we all, spending the weekend together talking about this. It's really because I feel together our voices are so much stronger and we can reach so many more people. So again, thank you, Kevin. Thanks, my co-host Glenn. We'll be back with everyone next month for a new episode, but thanks for joining Parkinson's Coast to Coast, hosted by Glenn and George from Hawaii to Florida. Parkinson's awareness throughout the world. We need everybody in this fight to really reach even one person. If we could do that, sharing the show once a day, 365 days, that'll be 365 more people who now are aware. And I do feel we'll be closer to a cure through everybody and also you listening. So thanks again, Kevin. Thanks, Glenn. This is George signing off with Glenn. We'll be back soon, but we send our love, support. Please again visit Ken's Instagram. I'll share that link. Please visit Hawaii Parkinson's Association and togetherforsharon.com because again, we are a family in this fight towards a cure. Love you all. See you soon. Thanks, everyone.
Love y'all. Thank you,
Love you
George.
guys. Thank you,
Thank
George.
you.